Greetings, people. It's Jared here, Wolfgang1, back to do another Transformers review. It's only been 4 months. It's only been 4 months of my mental health going a little bit wobbly here, there, and everywhere, and me thinking, what's the point in doing this? But I'm digging myself back out of a self-made hole, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm coming back at you with something that's, small. Easing myself back into it, just trying to get a feel for it all again. So I thought I'd do something cheap, cheerful, and mostly inoffensive. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the review for Generation 1 Bumblebee. Right, okay, so here is Generation 1 Bumblebee in his alt mode. Now, Bumblebee was released in 1984, and he was, I should bear in mind, actually, my one is, as you can see there, exceptionally loose. Now, I've not done a review for about 4 months, ladies and gentlemen, and what spectacular return to form it would be for me to choose a figure that is as loose as fucking arseholes like that. Anyway, he is one of the original 1984 lineup of Autobots, and was packaged under the mini cars. So these were the lower price point figures for the first wave, the 1984 wave. And Bumblebee would have cost something in the region of about, I don't know, fucking £2 or some shit like that. He transforms into a super deformed Volkswagen Beetle. Now, the original version of Bumblebee, I think, probably came from, was it Takara's Micro Change line? There was very, very recently a video from Chris McFeely about the mini-bots. So check that one out if you're that way inclined, because he will give you all the information you could possibly want on that. I'm just fucking spitballing what I can vaguely remember from a hazy memory. Okay. So my Bumblebee, it was, has always sort of been like this. I don't even remember where I got this fucker from. It might have been a convention. I might have got him off eBay. I've got no fucking idea whatsoever. For the most part, he seems to be in pretty good condition. Let me see if I can bring the light back a little bit and get a little bit closer in on some of the detail on him. There we go. So he's still got his original Dunlop tyres. Now, little things like that, right? Little things like this, fucking Dunlop and that. It's a lovely little extra added detail, which on a figure this size, you wouldn't really expect. But to have like little Dunlop tyres, I think that is all kinds of fucking awesome. Like, there we can see just there. There we go. Focus. There we are. Thank you. So he's always pretty much been in this condition. He was a little bit dirty. I took him out of the case. I gave him a clean up. Replaced his rub sign, and I've given him the little Autobot logo just on the front of the hood there. Focus. Thank you. Oh, some things never fucking change, do they, ladies and gentlemen? Right. There we are. So the little Autobot logo just there. I've never liked the little Autobot logo just there. I always thought it looked a little bit out of place. But for the purpose of this review, I thought I'd try and make him as close to what people's expectations would be as possible. So yeah, very, very loose in the joints. Now, to disassemble a Bumblebee, it's very, very simple. Just unscrew this one just here. Okay, this back plate, which is metal, will come off. The arms will fall out. I think the legs will eventually come out there, Pegging. So if you want to tighten him up, the arms are on a sliding joint. And I think basically just add a little bit of clear nail varnish or something to the inside plastic section of the hood, or whatever this assembly is, just underneath here. And then that should give the arms some grip, because basically this thing is now, oh, fucking hell, 39 years old or some shit. So it's not really... as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, look at the state of that. The transformation for Bumblebee. Now, I'm not going to go too much into Bumblebee's character, because everybody knows everything about Bumblebee. He's become the poster child for the Transformers franchise since 2007 or something like that. He infuriates a lot of people, but for a lot of other people, he is their homie. He's their go-to bot. I'm reviewing this guy because I've not reviewed in 4 months, and I just need something easy to set myself back into it. For comparison purposes, what I will do is I will show him next to his Pretender version, which is just here. Okay, so when they did the Classics Pretenders, they upscaled Bumblebee to almost, let's say, about double the size. Robot mode, there's not a massive amount in it, but yeah, so they upscaled him. I'm not going to go too much into this because I'm saving him for another Redux review at some point in the future, but there's a scale comparison for Bumblebee in all mode. I'll do one for robot mode later on. So speaking of robot mode, actually I might as well just transform the other one off camera now. In terms of robot mode, there's not a hell of a lot to it, and the transformation is not really that involved. But in order to transform Bumblebee, what you would do is basically extend forward section. So you can see, I mean, the legs sort of collapse in like this, and then this section collapses back into the main body assembly as that. So actually, you get quite some decent legs actually for such a super deformed figure. Then basically bring the front of the car forward like that, so that will form his little feet. Let's bring the camera up a little bit. There we go. And then pull out the wheel sections to the sides like this. That will basically form his arms. There we are. Bring that down. And then for the head reveal, flip up this back panel just here. And there we go. And that is Generation 1 Bumblebee in his robot mode. Now, in order to get his arms will go around a full 360. But, I mean, as I said, these are so loose. If you just want to hold the arms in place, just basically collapse them closer to the body. And then they will hold on to the friction on the body. In terms of see what I mean in terms of looseness, the legs are loose, the fucking feet are loose. This thing has seen better days, but in terms of the overall wear on the figure, I mean, in terms of the chrome wear, there's obviously chrome wear on the back plate just there. Thankfully, the sticker hides most of it. In terms of wear, I mean, he ain't doing too badly. It's just the joints need a bit of a going over. If I want to get him to stand a little better, I can hold him. No, I can't. No, it's a total lie, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. I can have him in that position for so long, and then the figure will win over, and he will just fall over. But that's Generation 1 Bumblebee, ladies and gentlemen. He's not much to look at. He was a funky little cheap figure for what he was. Who knows who could have possibly known that this little fucker here would have such a legacy? Got a nice little faceplate just there, which I know the Masterpiece version, one of the Masterpiece versions came with that. And this is him next to his Pretender version. Bring the camera up again. Well, they did away with the faceplate. They gave him more of a G1 looking face, a G1 cartoon face. As I said, not a hell of a lot in it in terms of the height. That's only because Pretender Bumblebee's legs are so fucking short, and they've obviously kept his dad bod pod just there. So, yeah. So, yeah, see what I mean? This fucker won't even stand up under his own weight. But all in all, despite the fact that he's flimsy, and I need to do some serious work on him if I want him to last another 39 years, essentially, ladies and gentlemen, I like him. He's perfectly fine for what he is. I can't really complain too much. And considering I probably paid next to fuck all for him, then I'm definitely not complaining. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was my. I mean, if you haven't got one and you feel like a G1 Bumblebee is essential to your collection, whether it's a Bumblebee collection or a G1 or whatever the fuck the case may be, go out and get one. They even did a version of this back in the early 2000s as like a keychain. You could take the keychain section off, but it would leave a little hoop somewhere on his shoulders. And they did the same with Cliff Jumper as well. That's about as much as I've got to say about G1 Bumblebee, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, this is my first review in 4 months. I'm surprised I've fucking got 8 minutes out of it. Do hope you enjoyed this. Come back hopefully next week where I would have another review for you. Don't hold your breath because I'm easing my way back into it, but we shall see how we do. Until we see each other again, thank you for watching this, and take care. And when tomorrow comes